90,000, 100,000, it depends. I think sometimes it would be to tell you exactly how much every month. It changed from being in Beirut to being in Anja.
Okay.
I think in Beirut it would be 30,000. And then in Anja it would be around 60 to 90. And sometimes the jerk would ask for more. He would ask, I need to have somebody, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I need to fix my toilet, and they're blackmailers. Pure blackmail. And then over and above that, he'd send his car to be fixed by our mechanician, the people who fix our cars, and then he would say, my garden needs flowers, so he would have to send him somebody who fixes his garden. And it's pure blackmail. And my father tried to open up to Bashar. He tried to, but what he tried to do is to convince Bashar that, Lebanon is we can do so much together, but without all this corruption that is happening in Lebanon, all of that. And in the beginning it worked, but then I think because of the reporting that was happening from Jamil al-Sayyid, from Emil Lahoud, and all the good guys like Nasser Andir and these people who undermined my father. Plus you have people like Hezbollah and Nabi Berri and all these people that didn't want the relationship to get better. And it was in their political interest that Hariri and Bashar al-Assad don't fit. Plus Asad Shawkat. I think for him Rafiq Hariri presents a threat, a security threat and a strategic threat to Syria. Because, when my father used to go to Syria, let's say, and I used to be with him, when people used to see him on the street, they would be waving. You don't do this in Syria. The Prime Minister who is Sunni. This is something that represented a threat to the Syria. A powerful Prime Minister who is a Sunni. This is something that they didn't like. Because I started feeling that Bashar al-Assad has, and I thought, every time I went to Damascus, I couldn't see pictures of his father anymore. He had like something against his father. And Bashar al-Assad became a president when he was 34 years old. And when he became president, he went to the first Arab summit, and he's the president of Syria. And he gave a lecture to, kings and presidents that have been there for the past 15 years. And it struck me, and you idiots, the least you could do is not give a lecture about, Arabism. And he wanted to prove himself that he knows, but he didn't prove it in a way where, he was humble. He was coming from on top of them, that I know better than you know.
In your opinion, is there anyone from the persons who are close to your late father who can leak information to others outside the world, who is persons who are interested in the activities of your father?
Like very close people?
Yes.
You know, the house was like a train station, kind of. There were so many journalists who would come in and out, and there were so many people who would come in. And there were people who would know that, you know, they are sending, you know, saying who is coming into the house. Like, I think a journalist called Samir Mansour would come and sometimes sit for 5-6 hours here. He would be reporting probably to Jamil Sayyid or somebody who was coming into the house. I think close people to my father that might link to, let's say, information about my father. If I had to doubt in anybody, I would doubt in somebody like Nuhad al-Mashnoor, who was the advisor of my father. Media, Fadl Shala. I don't think Hani or Abed or Islam or Abu Tariq. I would trust him with my life. As he did, they paid the price. Abu Tariq paid the price. Wissam had a lot of enemies, you know, within the surrounding of my father. So did Hani, definitely more. But now it's a different mentality, you know. Before it was, there wasn't the awareness that is there today. Yani, Abu Tariq has a relationship with most of the Syrians, and Abed used to talk to Abbas Ibrahim, who was on the security team. He has never shown hostility to us, Abbas Ibrahim. On the contrary, he showed. But he would know how the security team would work. Ali Hajj, you know the story.
How can you be so sure, though you were most of the time spending it in Saudi Arabia?
Of these people?
Yeah. And you know, we are all human beings.
I know, but...
And we have our weaknesses, we have our vulnerability moments and all. But how can you be so sure?
You know, one of the things that one does, do we have to report this? Did they make any investigation or tried to find the facts of who killed Rafiq Hariri or who tried to kill Marwan Ahmadi? Nothing. Actually, on Marwan Ahmadi, Basim al-Sabah, there was a meeting between Basim and my father was there and Basim, and they had asked, I don't remember, but Rustam Ghazali told Basim, it's like, don't worry Basim, we will not do to you what we did to Marwan. And the first 3 weeks after the assassination of my father, and they were acting as if nothing happened. Actually, they were bold. For instance, Bashar didn't call.
So we said that with Maher al-Assad he never ever had.
Not to my own.
Not to your knowledge, okay. What about Afshak?
After Shawkat, I don't think he met with my father. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. But I know that Asif Shawkat was one person that didn't like my father at all.
Okay.
And that most of the problems that we were getting was from Asif Shawkat.
Yeah.
And also that Asif Shawkat was a person that was a thuggish personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that not only from, what I heard from Lebanon, but also from people who dealt with him in the intelligence services. For instance, the Saudis would tell me that, Asif Shawkat, it's like Mohammed bin Nayef, that he's a tough guy and they're wary about his dealings. One time I was sitting with ISI, which is the internal, it's the Pakistani intelligence service head, and that was after the assassination of my father. And he told me that once he met Asif Shawkat, and Asif Shawkat was bragging about how he used to torture people to him.
الحقيقة ليكس لا تمس بصلة إلى ويكيليكس سوى أن الاسم مستوحى منه. إذن الحقيقة ليكس ستفتح المجال لمشاورات النواب في الأيام المقبلة لتعود وتطل عليكم قريبا.
My name is Ali Najib Farisli. Jamil Sayed.
حسام طاهر.